Charles, talk me through from lights out just how you saw that run to turn one, the contact, your launch.
Well, it was really tight. Checo was on the left, Max was on the right. I tried my best to stay on the right as close as possible to Max, but I think Checo didn't know that. Started to turn in and we collided. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame that it happens for Checo at his home race. I could hear that many fans were disappointed, and I can understand that. On the other hand, I couldn't do anything better, unfortunately.
You've got a quick car on Saturday. How difficult is it? Can you explain to us how difficult it is to turn that into a car that is quick on Sunday for you?
Oh, there's a lot of work to do because for now we are still quite far away on the Sunday. We need to consider today also that the car was damaged, so this is not exactly the same as other races. The first stint was particularly strong, I think. The second stint we didn't find the same feeling as on the medium. So we'll look into it and as always try to analyze absolutely everything to try and have a better race car, because this is what we are missing at the moment.
So without the damage, and maybe if you'd held on to P1 at the start, where was your pace in relation to Mercedes? Do you think Red Bull would still have won it, but where would you be compared to Mercedes, do you think?
Honestly, there's a point at the race where I was like, okay, we can put Max a bit under pressure now. Not in pure pace, but I think the strategy of the one stop was the right one, and once he boxed in lap 20, I was like, okay, now that is our chance, and we did a really good job with time management until the red flag. Then unfortunately from the red flag to the end it was basically a race of pure pace, and there we knew that we were missing some pace.
Thank you today. Hi Carlos.
Hey.
I know that Mercedes and others have shown some pace recently, so when you look back now, is this probably where your pace is at the moment to finish?
In the race, yes. It's clear that in quali we can fight for poles, but then in the race it's pretty clear that they are a good step faster than us, and we just need to understand why. What do we do to the car? What do we do to the balance in quali that makes it so good, and then in the race it makes it so tricky? So yeah, we need to keep analyzing that, and hopefully next year's car will be a step forward in that direction, because it's what we need in order to fight them, because today Lewis was in a different league together with Verstappen.
I mean, you didn't pit straight away after Lewis, and it looked like he'd undercut you, but actually when you looked at their pace overall, it probably wouldn't have made any difference.
No, we were not fighting him. He decided to go lap 24, 25. It was too early for us to do a one-stop. That's another thing, you know, they can allow themselves to pit in lap 24 because they know on tires they can make it to the end. They can allow themselves to restart on hard, on medium, because they know they can make it to the end. For us, it's so tight on tire life that we need to always be careful with the stop laps, be careful with how much laps we need to do per stint. And yeah, sooner or later, Lewis was always going to finish ahead. So third and fourth today for Ferrari was the maximum that we could achieve.
With 3 races left, how difficult is it going to be to get that second place in the constructors?
It's going to be difficult, especially because where the points are given, that is Saturday, is where Mercer is the strongest. Also Brazil, a sprint weekend, a very strong track for Mercedes last year, so will be a tough one. Then Vegas should be a bit better for us, and also Abu Dhabi. So I think we are going to be in a tough fight. Brazil, I expect them to be quicker, and then the last two will be a tough fight.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks.